Over the years of doing ceramics, the one thing that I have in common with my studios is that they're always in my garage, which I feel like is the most common and popular place where ceramicists and potters do their work. It's obviously away from your nice clean house. You have a kiln, which obviously can't be in your house either. You see, the other downfall having a kiln in my garage is that I can't be in here when it's obviously firing or at high temperature because it gets super, super hot. But with all my studios over the year, they've always been in my garage. At the moment, I'm tucked in the corner over here. On the other side is all our kind of boxes that haven't gone inside the house yet, all photo albums and other crates that don't need to be used. And also, I don't have much floor space because if we do need the car to come in, if it's bad weather, then obviously I need to leave it free. But the plan is to one day have my own studio. The first studio I actually ever had, again, was in a garage, but it was off the house. The first house my husband and I bought when I was around about 23, 24, and I actually got the garage all to myself, which was really nice. It was my first ever studio and it was just a single garage. I think it was the best space to have after just finishing uni. I was in that studio for a couple of years until we knocked down a house and the studio and actually rebuilt a whole new house. And that was our double garage, just like this one, where my husband actually divided it for me. He put a nice big wall up where I actually had one side being my own studio, again very, very tiny, and the other half was for the car. And so this here, again, I'm in my garage, but not forever. This is my temporary studio. The reason why we moved out here is because we've got a big, big shed in the backyard where my studio is actually going to be. But I am not going to share anything yet just because it's still on the works. There's still a lot of work to do. At the moment, this is just my studio until I have my dream studio, which is in the backyard. Every day for about a week after running a workshop, I like to do a handle check, a crack check, make sure everything is looking good. I cover them with plastic because I want them to slowly and naturally dry, and because it's very humid and hot at the moment, I don't want them to dry too quick because that can cause cracking, and handle cracks are the most annoying one to get because unfortunately you can't fix them once they get to a certain point. So they are all looking really good, which I'm happy with. So I'll cover it back up and I'll probably wait for maybe another couple of days, make sure that the base of them are all dry evenly before I put them in for a bisque. And then I've got the rest of my mugs to put in as well. Yesterday I ran a platters workshop for a lady's 50th. She had about 19 people come along and they all got very creative. Very nice. I'll have to put some weight on them, cover them with plastic, make sure they don't crack or warp as well while they're drying. So that's my aim for today, is to get them sorted, and then I'm going to pack the kiln. So before I pack the kiln for a bisque, I'm just going to get a wet sponge and just clean up the edges of these mugs, the handles and just the bottom a bit, just to make them a little bit more smooth and presentable, so you can obviously drink from it and you're not cutting your lip. one thing that I love about doing a bisque is that you can just cram them all in together. They can be on top of each other, they can be touching, you don't have to worry about that. Compared to doing a glaze, we have to make sure that none of them are touching one another. If not, then they're stuck together for the rest of their lives. So I love packing a bisque because you don't have to be too delicate, like stacking them and touching. They can be like that, just making sure that they're all evenly and that you are filling it up so all the heat can get around evenly to all the pots.